All right, garden update.
Post
Wedding. Woo!
All right. So, I think I've shown off our chestnut trees. This is the middle of the chestnut tree. You got me in.
Oh,
Chestnut tree.
that's a chestnut tree.
We got another one
Not
planted
this one.
over there. By the
Over
old peach tree.
by the old peach tree.
And
Over
then
yonder.
another one is planted on the other side of the garden.
Over yonder.
Those are Dunstan chestnuts, which should be resistant to blight, chestnut blight, which is what ravaged the chestnuts.
I bet the people
Blackberries.
in Ireland wish they had those.
Our little blackberry patches are getting pretty ripe. Most of these ones that are old and done have already been plucked, actually. I already harvested some this morning, which is why there's not a lot of ripe ones, but
It smells really fruity.
these are quite tasty. This is probably the first good season we've had of blackberries. It's not great, but we had enough to eat a couple of blackberries. A peach tree. And the new ones have gotten thicker, and this one leans too much, but I need to stake it up. But we have peaches on. There's some peaches left. I really need to stake this up. This is not great.
There's a peach.
Yeah.
There's
This
another
is a
peach.
different kind than our old peach tree. The
They
new
kind of
one.
look like mangoes.
The old peach tree we got harvested
This
off.
is that chestnut we were talking about earlier.
The old peach tree, we harvested a bunch off. Didn't look like there's much damage to the tree this year, which is good because it's not a healthy tree. But we got some, and the birds probably got 2/3 or 3/4 of it. And the bees and the flies.
birds and bees.
Squirrels.
Tell
We
us
did
more
catch
about the birds and the bees, Will.
We did catch the squirrels running off with one. I thought that was quite funny. He's my favorite gardener. Say hi to the camera, Stum.
Hi, Stoney. Hi, Stoney. Yes, 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 you're such a good boy. Ah, shit. Will I mess up the gate again?
I'm sorry.
Featuring
So
Cheryl.
we did
You don't want to catch me eating dog food.
black sunflowers.
Beauty.
This one was even larger.
Almost as dark as my menu.
Yeah, show it off. We did
Spent
mammoth
$600 on
sunflowers.
this.
That one's not as big as they can be, so we'll see how some of the other ones go.
Wow. According to Will, size matters.
Shut up. Come down, show the turmeric off. This is turmeric. We got turmeric here. That's little bits of okra. Right there. And there's a sunflower right next to that turmeric. The bell peppers. Another sunflower. We got some bugs that seem to ravage them. They like to burrow in and really tear stuff up. It's pretty gnarly. Arugula used to be here. You can still see some smatterings. I pulled it up. Got some okra growing. It started okra. This is like field corn. We had for some reason we put a corn feeder above the garden for the squirrels to eat corn. And then that's what that turned into. This, I don't know what that little thing is. This is a bell pepper. It broke off of one of these other ones. See a bell pepper. It's about to ripen. A few more days. There's carrots up in here. Some carrots, another bell pepper. This one had garlic in it. I harvested the garlic much later this year, but Now I planted okra in there. Broccoli. This is the second broccoli plant actually. Caterpillars like broccoli. I already harvested the main thing. Cantaloupe. Let's see how good this one is. Cantaloupe. This looks like an anthill, but it's not. That's carrots, watermelon. This is all cantaloupe. There's turmeric mixed in here. I figured I was gonna plant the cantaloupe on the sides and they could grow up, which they sort of have, but then I didn't keep anything up the middle. So now I got a whole bunch of cantaloupe in here. There might be different varieties, honestly. They look kind of different. I planted multiple varieties before. Oh, here's our other chestnut. It's right there. And here's one little sunflower, but also the asparagus, which doesn't seem to like to grow very strong. But next year we'll get actual thick asparagus. It's also not in the sun really, so we'll see. Other than that, that's most of the garden. That's a pecan tree right there. There's so many squirrels. They love to plant pecans and it's so annoying. And, oh, basil. You can see my basil bush quite easily. Basil's doing pretty good. I planted a whole bunch actually. That's probably the way to go. It seems to fill out fuller, less individual stress in any particular basil. Somehow some made it into here. Honestly, I just
bay and basil.
Oh my gosh, shut up. I just took the old basil that had flowered and then scraped all the seeds into that. This is our garlic. These are big.
It smells like bruschetta back here. There's basil, there's garlic. What more do you need?
These are big garlic.
Yeah, you fondled it.
And that's the garden. Blackberries, sunflowers, chestnuts, peppers, cantaloupe, okra, basil, corn, turmeric, lots of turmeric, carrots and such. Ta-da!